Been driving down a 30,000 foot elevation. I need to pull over and check out this view. We found our boondocking spot for Joshua Tree. Some dispersed camping, maybe half a mile down the road. Nothing but desert. We drove through some pretty cool mountains on the way here. An all-vegan restaurant that was fabulous. Maybe stay here for a few days, not really sure. This spot's pretty cool. Open wide desert. Good boy, guys. It is about 5:45 in the morning. Woke up, I see the sunrise. Just been feeling a little blah today. It was a work day, so that's probably part of it, but feeling like I want to get out of the house a little. I've been here probably, I think, 3 nights now. We're gonna do one more night, but we are getting a little antsy, so we're gonna have a big adventure to the gas station. I think we might do a drive through Joshua Tree. But tomorrow night we got a campsite within the park. I think it's the Cottonwood campground. Because there is a hike we want to do. The dogs aren't allowed on the trail, so we wanted to have an official campsite. Interesting tank pavilion. Yikes. I didn't even really need gas. It was more just something to do. I had at least 3/4 of a tank, maybe even more. I can't believe I just spent $50 on that. This is where we turn to go to our camp spot when we're about to drive through Joshua Tree. Oh look, we're so close to the sign. Here you go, this is Joshua Tree, going in through the south entrance. This is neat. How can we walk in there? I wanted to pull over. This is part of White Tank Campground. We're just coming back from Joshua Tree. We were just driving around for a little bit, checking out our campsite for tomorrow. Just something to do. It was going to be too dark by the time we finished the hike, and since we left stuff here on the BLM, we wanted to get back before it was dark to make sure our stuff and our spot was still there. I think it would be. Oh, we're coming up on it. Even if someone took our spot, I would hope they would set our stuff as home. All good. It's rough in the back. Stuff's still there. Our BLM campsite was like 2 minutes away from the entry sign to Joshua. We are doing the Cottonwoods Oasis, I think. So the Cottonwood Springs connects to the Mastodon Mine hike, and that hike is 2.4 miles one way. It also connects to the Lost Oasis, and that's, I think, 3.4 miles. Our dogs are back at camp, so we won't be doing either of those. Not the full length. At least we don't want to leave them alone that long. Like most national parks, they are not allowed on any of these trails. So for now, we're just gonna walk and see how far we get based on timing. Still on the Cottonwood Springs Trail. It's a nice, easy stroll. We just started on the Arch Rock hike. It is 1.5 miles round trip, so nice easy hike, and we're starting from the Twin Tanks parking lot. This is 0.37, but the volunteer ranger said 1.5 approximately round trip. There's a side quest to this hike. I think it's Heart Rock I don't know how far it is off the trail, but I know that's a little common little detour. The temperature dropped probably 20 degrees in the last half hour. As you can see, this is quite an easy hike, flat. I think there'll be some scrambling once we get towards the rocks. If you're coming to camp, this is White Tank Campground over there, and I think that'd be a cool one to stay at. That's crazy. That's awesome. I can't believe we're seeing this. We made it to the arch and we are carrying on to the Heart Rock. I feel like I'm on another planet. We found Heart Rock. Look how cute. This was a super easy hike. I think kids would like it. The elevation is low and it's a good short distance. You do have to scramble over some rocks, so there would be some accessibility issues. But as far as elevation, difficulty, length, it was really easy. It was a good one. Good warm-up hike. The sun is starting to set and I think it's gonna get pretty dark, and as of now we still have no idea where we're sleeping tonight. We had a camp spot at the Cottonwood campground. We mainly got it just for some water and dump, but we would have to backtrack like 40 minutes. So I think we're just gonna keep heading north and maybe try to find the BLM at the north entrance of Joshua Tree. Even though that Cottonwood Springs trail said it was 0.10 miles, we ended up walking for about 40 minutes. I'm not sure if it was considered part of that trail, but it definitely was not part of the other trails that connect to it. So if you're looking for something pretty easy at the south entrance, then it's nice to just wander around. We stopped by the Oasis of Mara nature trail. It's just half mile, but it's dog friendly. And then we are going to a restaurant. Wow. Oh, the video doesn't even do it justice. We are going to a place called Kitchen in the Desert. Just looks like it's gonna be a treat, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's tapas style, so everything's kind of like small plates, and we got about 5 things to share. Chana with coconut rice, the beet falafel, the spicy kale is probably the only thing that was a little so satisfying, and you feel good after eating it. Except dessert. I don't think they have vegan dessert. I lied, they actually have 2 pies and 3 vegan ice cream. Everything was just delicious, but also really wholesome. Definitely, if you're in the Joshua Tree area, this is a must. I just don't see any campers. Can't go through that. Do you see campers anywhere? We just got to North Joshua Tree BLM, and we know it's just a big dry lake bed. The road, but it's really dark right now, and it was just really hard to see what we were driving on. The road was pretty like rutted out, and I think I'm on this big open dry lake bed, but can't see any campers. I think we saw one off in the distance, but I've just never been boondocking anywhere where there were more campers. so I don't know if it's just too dark for us to see them. I don't know. I feel a little weird. I feel a little uncomfortable. My gut is saying that it's probably fine, and I'm just nervous, but it just feels a little weird. So, if you come, I recommend not waiting until it's dark. Oh boy. This is enormous. Thing is though, you couldn't see a thing. Like this person over here with their chair out was probably already here. Never would have known. Driving into them wouldn't be a surprise. We could sort of see this camper, but that was it. All this was like pitch black. I was worried about waking up too close to people. It's just a crackly dry lake bed, and you would not want to get here if it was raining. We're just exploring downtown Joshua Tree. Today we decided to come check out Skull Rock. It says it's like a 1-point-something trail, but really you could see it right from the road. But there's cool rock formations that you can scramble over, so we're gonna go do that. It's 1.7 miles, a loop. Skull Rock you could see right from the road, but there's a 1.7 mile loop. Skull Rock right there, and then you have the start of Skull Rock Nature Trail. Big ball here. Look at that. Well, we didn't bring water or anything. It's not a long hike, but you know, that's when a movie happens. Like, we were just going for a quick hike, and then but we didn't bring water, we didn't bring a compass.
So what's next?
I think start the 4-hour drive to Death Valley.
Are we delayed?
Because we wanted to buy a house.
How'd that go?
So promising, just not right, but that's still on the table. A home in Joshua Tree is still on the table and gonna happen.